Hello everyone, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic Survival. We are on the new world that I had to make. I can't remember if I've made an actual video on this or not. Oh yeah, I did when I first started the cutter. So, first video on this world was the cutter, and then I did a video on the mobile base concept because I decided we're going to start exploring. In between videos, I've been gathering a ton of resources, as you can hear by the more moving and see by everything around. I did a little bit more work on the buggy, needs a little bit more wooden stuff, but it's fine for now. So, let's get on with the truck. I should probably do the trailer first, just because it has all the, like, wooden stuff in it. Living quarters. Jeez, you guys are so loud. Either way, but I'm gonna do the truck first, because I can, excuse me, get more stuff around faster. So, something I'm going to do a bit different than I usually do is, once I find it, use extruded block for the chassis. I usually just use a normal metal one. Sorry, I'm not out yet. I usually use a normal metal one, but I was out exploring, just wandering around, because the cutter actually, if you build the cutter, I have an old build video of it, but either way, if you build the cutter, as I call it, but put a normal engine on it instead of a motor, and then keep the springs fairly soft, it makes an amazing little adventure vehicle just to get around with. And then you can break resources as you get them, collect, and just sleep on the back. I don't know. Either way, let's finally get on with the truck. I was at a warehouse and realized that the little booth thingies are made of corrugated metal. How does it look if I move it over? Okay, no. And I figured corrugated metal, if I do this the right way, like so, there we go. Corrugated metal would make quite good looking chassis rails, if you ask me. And then say every other one, you put a support. But either way, the transport truck doesn't have much of a chassis, so I'm just gonna like that. It's every other one. And I like it because it's got these little bolts in it that make it look like you're actually bolting it together and it's being held together. And another thing, for every 10 metal block 1, you get, or every 5, sorry, you get 10 of these. Which is really nice. And then for now, I'm just using the basic wooden block for the body. So either way, chassis, for if anyone is following along, is 5 wide. And then the body is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15. Oh, I got it. Okay, so 5 wide, and then the body is 15 wide. And we're going off pictures, as usual. I just didn't bother to try and make them work. My seats are over here. These blocks over. Hopefully you can hear me over all the moving. Do that there. And then at a certain point, I will cut floor so that it kind of sinks into the chassis a bit here, if I remember correctly. I might have to go over to creative as well at some point. Oops, those are too far back. Go. Okay, so this is the size of the basic cab, so 15 wide and then just long enough or deep enough for the seat. Put up the wall like usual. Once this is done, I'll go get some 2 wedges because I believe those ones I can go and get. It's the 45s that I couldn't. Then for now, we'll just, I believe it goes up 4. I'm actually going to look at the picture really quick for that. 1, 2, yep, 4. Wow. And then we'll go back because I'm not putting the sleeper on the truck until I get wedges. Because that'll just look weird. Oh, I don't have enough wood on me. It's not in there. It's probably on the cutter, because I put a bunch of stuff on there too. But yeah, without the wedges, the sleeper looks really weird, but I'm still going to try and space everything the way it should be. Alrighty, so there we have the main cab. And then to get the wheels into the right spot, just come over here and grab 2 of them. This is all the wheels for like 1 truck, maybe the transport truck and the harvester. But I believe this is all just the main wheels and then a spare for the truck and a trailer. Which is crazy. Okay, so we have a bumper that comes down. How far does it come down from the seat? Seat's on that one, so it comes down 3. Because the wheel goes right below the seat. So. And then normally I would have a straight axle on it. Oh yes, the chassis does poke to the front. Normally I'd also have a straight axle on it, but lag. I want to be able to tow as much as I can, because as I have planned, there's a 50, I guess what would be equivalent of a 53-foot trailer that will have these 2 things in the back, basically how you see them, just this on the back, and then a living quarters, towed by transport truck. But yeah, do I need some things to space stuff out a little bit? So let's use that as a spacer. I don't know how. I guess I can just use those as spacers too once I get to it. Okay, so the next part of body, right behind the A-pillar, there are 2 chests, 2 small chests on their side. However, I don't have enough to do that, actually. Do have enough, except for it's... Yes, okay. The wheels are kind of throwing me off. I can't put the other one in because the other one is stuck to a resource collector, which I should have enough metal to make. I believe it's only metal block 1. Yes. So if I make 2 of... That's not where it goes. If I make 2 of those... Am I running low on metal block 1 already again? No, not really. It's all probably in the thing, like I said. I'm just not used to doing that. I need 2 of those. There's 1 coming. And then I believe I cut... Yeah. So, like I said, we have the wood in the middle throughout the entire chassis, pretty much. And then I'm going to cut out the back. Cut out that for now, because I can't remember... Oops. How far back this comes. It might just be the engine sitting up in here. And then floor, but I might go check that. I should have a picture of it. But either way, so we should have this. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. I'm trying to... This is how I think, especially nowadays. So either way, we should have the 15 by 1 seat cab, the wheel right up against it with one block in between it and the bumper. And then we have the chest, which we need another 2 spaces for. That's a weird color. Oh, see what I mean with my computer having issues, how long that took for it to load in? That was just weird. Either way, it doesn't fit within the truck properly. I don't like when things stick out past my wheels. I like my wheels to be my outermost part, just for stability. So, sideways. We go like this. All the way down to the same height as the wheel. I believe. I'm way too unsure of myself right now. Okay, so then put the other chest wherever that is. Right there. Wrong spot. Oh, there. Okay, so that gives us 2 storage chests there. I believe there's then 1 more here with some wood. But how does the wood go there? I'm not sure. Let's just go like this. There we go. And then the nice thing about that is there is then a wall here, I believe, once the sleeper goes on it properly, and a little staircase on either side right here that goes up to the beds. But for now, it's just going to be kind of open and meh. For lack of a better term, or a better word, whatever. I can put these 2 on the other side. And then I'll just wait to put the 3rd one on. Because I'd like to have them all on the thingy as well, the cutter. And there's a bunch that go inside the trailer in the belly of it as well, but just bear with me a moment while I feed my mechanic. Okay. And we are watered and fed. I could say milk, but usually when you milk something, you're taking it away. So that doesn't work. The lift was in the way, so I'm going to try and extend the chassis a tiny bit to get the lift out of the way. There we go. Oops. Oh. And okay, making sure it lines up right to where I want. That should be there. Yep, okay, cool. Every time I look at the cutter with just the single light on top, I think it looks funny. I don't know why. Okay, so stick this back over here. Put this on hither. Like so. Oh no, it's upside down. Here we go. Can't put things with electronics in them upside down. Oh, so your electrons will fall out and it won't work anymore. And then after here, there is just 1. 2 goes up. So for reference sake, I'm going to do just that. Put the back wall on. Yeah, that is an entire back wall. Okay. And then I believe after this wall is where the gas tanks go. And then this should be just high enough to crawl through. I'll get the proper height at some point, but that's good enough. And then if you just imagine there's kind of, oh yeah, that is the right height. Because then there's a platform here. Actually, you know what? Why not just go like this? I should have, don't break. Just used wood for that spot. That would have been smart. Should just come off. Okay, so yeah. I should also move this back into the garage a tiny bit so you can see a bit better without having to play with brightness. So yeah, as I said before, you've got the cab, then it goes back 4, and then a resource collector, and then your back wall, if you're building along. And then right on the back wall, on top of the resource collectors, put a floor. A floor. That sounds really weird to say right now. I don't know why. Either way, and there we go. And then, eventually, I can't remember, do the gas canisters go there or back here? I think they go back here. And then here you can put, like, whatever you need, really. This comes up. Should I go down? Just to, try and save a bit of wood. Go, and then, like I said, we got a stairwell. So. Oh no. I think the game's gonna crash. No, 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 don't crash. And it crashed. I'll be right back. Okay, let's try this again. Game crashed again, so I got back to where we were, basically. Let's try this again. So, in between, you have, okay, side shot really quick just to get things lined up. Got the front, one block, gap, the wheel, another block gap, 4 blocks, a resource collector, and then your back wall, just for your overall length, and then it's 15 wide. All the stuff that was inside. We'll go over it again at some point. Either way, the rear suspension, the rear wheel is 1 block away from the wall of the gas tank. And then the thing that I did differently is I used these pipes here with the pistons on them instead of putting them on directly on the chassis. That way I could still have the, Why did I do that? Interesting. I'm not entirely sure why I did that. But either way, I need to grab some of the pipes that are on the buggy cutter. Do elbows, straights, elbows, straight, ease. And that should be it. Oops. Oh, and bearings. Okay, there we go. So this came down with an elbow. Guess I can move that out of the way for now. And then directly, that was a T on the bottom, was it? No. Yes, a T. Okay. I'm not used to doing it quite this way, that's all. I did this so that I could support its weight there. I believe there's another T here. And then the bearings. I have 2 more of these. Yeah, there we go. I did it like this because I normally don't put pistons, I usually just attach it directly to the chassis right here. Which clearly couldn't do due to space reasons with pistons. So I moved the pistons inwards and did a little bit of weird pipe work. But that keeps us from getting stuck in dire circumstances. And then I need the metal block for the axle. If I were to do a simple suspension with just a spring stick, I'll call it, for each wheel, it would probably lag less, but it wouldn't be as strong. Like, not nearly as strong. And it probably wouldn't have as good as grip either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Oops. 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And that is the back essentially done. Just cut it so it's in length or in line with the rear wheels. And yeah. And then the wood stops at the gas tanks. So. And then we need the hitch. I almost forgot about the trailer hitch for the fifth wheel, which I use these for on creative. More bearings, which I place directly above the center of the axles. Hopefully they don't take too long to build. 2 should at least get the main thing done. So, and then the other 2 just go on the front for accent. Like so. To try and help the lag, I kind of set the walks free. So hopefully at some point, well, not lag as much. Okay, so for the front, did not mean to get rid of that. To the front, I did a normal stick suspension, as in the last playthrough, I'll say. However, it didn't have pistons, or it might not have, but either way. I don't need 3. I need 2. Either way, I need to figure out how to make this all go again. I'll attach the wheels to the body over here, so they don't fall off. I have a feeling these walks are really going to get in the way, but I don't have much of a choice right now. I did not mean to take that seat completely off either. Okay, oh, yeah, right there. Okay, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Now I gotta try and put that seat back in. Such a pain in the butt. Especially when you just fall through it. Way over there. Because the pistons, unfortunately, attach to the seat. Just a bit of a pain in the butt. Not really preferable. But, oh well. Maybe I'll do this one backwards, because then I can figure it out as I go. Grab a spring. So if I go like this, I need a T there, and then I need it to come down around to a piston, which I'll put there. Here we go. That is where the piston goes. Step away. Up. A T. Then I think I forgot the steering. Actually, if I remember correctly, I'm going to... Ooh, I can't do it. Because I brought it down, not up. I went like this. So how does that fit? Oh. That can just go right under the piston, simply. I'm going to do that. Okay. And that leaves the floor in place. No, I can't leave the floor in place. I can leave the floor in place over there. Okay. Because I'm simplifying it for survival, I can just simply unlock it here, I think it was. Yeah, okay. I can just simply put the spring going down. I just really don't like to do this because it looks pretty bad. How'd I grab two of them? I guess not. Over, and then back up to the wheel. Lame way of doing it, but it'll work for now. And like I said, lag. Anyone that's really played this will know what I'm talking about when I talk about lag. Then this one moves to there. Another OCD is my springs must be facing the right direction. And I'm not too worried about the slight lack of ground clearance from them. It's not a huge amount. And there we go. Weesh. Cool, that is the main truck done. That is a rolling chassis. So, we're going to attach steering really quick. And then I guess I'll get on the logic. Stiffen this really quick first too. I'm sorry if you can't hear me. I didn't realize how far away I was from the mic for a minute. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's just go all the way. In the concept truck, I did something really weird with the suspension. I don't know why, but it's fixed now. In the other one, I put the engine right up front, and then I believe all the electronics behind it. The engine would have been there. And then, yeah, the 2 layers of electronics before the axle. Which I'm actually going to put a temporary wall. Because, as I said, I don't like not having a straight axle on this thing. So I can just put everything under there. The timer. I'm going to tuck the timer up beside the engine, I think. Where'd I put my gates? Over here. There they are. How exactly did I do this? Where's my interior view? Okay, so if we go back down, I went like this. This comes out by 3, and then there's a little gap there to adjust the engine, and that's where the floor ends. So, go back in, put the engine there so it can be adjusted, and then let's go... See, I'm not exactly sure where I placed everything on the other one. I do know that the brakes and signal. Run the right way. There we go. I know the brake, signal, and lift were here. So I have to squish everything else up into there, which shouldn't be too hard if I go like so. I'll put that there. Actually, I'm going to tuck this right here, because then I've got all the space in front of the engine to work as well. Upper one becomes a NAND, and then we set it to 1 second, so it's not too crazy. How do my signals work again? I can't remember. I think these end up being OR, so that I can use, no, XOR, so that I can use either, no, or, and then they go to say, I don't want these ones way down. I'm gonna put these up here. So, okay, so this gate can go to those, that can go to that, and then that one also goes to those. We then do XOR so that it combines them, I believe. I can't quite remember. If I put the switches in, I could figure it out, though. That's a really good idea. I can't think. Okay. The dash in. Here's like 2. So. And signals. So. How was I doing this? I think I messed something up already. Okay, it was these two. So then why did I attach that one? Oh, I know why I attached that one. Okay, let's restart this. I'm just getting myself all flustered. Okay, so those are the actual on and off. Okay. So then those go to there. And then this one also goes there because it is the running lights. So that should work. And then the only thing, I'm not going to worry about the timer. Right, so I'm going to put the next two for the headlights and high beams, which I'll put here and here. They both go to this one, except for only one of them goes to the high beams. And then that gate goes to... It gets set to OR, and then this gate gets sent to just the normal headlights. What else? This is always the part that makes me the most confused, because I can't really see, I guess. See what's going on. It's just following, connecting the dots. So that should be the turn signals. The headlights should turn on. I now need the brake lights, and then that stuff. So I need that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so for simplicity's sake, I always put my sensor on the piston, and then piston, Yeah, the piston on the gate. Except, how did I space this before? Okay. I forgot the wheel was. Of course I did. Where's my inventory? Right here. How far out does the wheel well go? Just on the outside of the chassis. So this is how much space I have, I guess. Oops, that goes down too far. Is there enough space for this? There is. Awesome. Okay. So then the seat goes down to here. I hope I didn't cover up anything important. That looks like it's the light stuff. Okay. So seat goes to the controller. Controller goes to the piston. Controller gets set to B1 and then reverse off, so that when you press W, it turns off. And then the higher the speed you can get it, the better, but I'm not actually going to worry about upgrading it right now, because I have better things to spend my components on. Okay, and then the sensor then goes down to this middle one, which is set to amp. Then need your other sensor to be behind your driver's seat. So, set as far as you can make it go without being active unless you're in it. And then that one also goes to your stop. So that when the piston's extended and you're in the seat, the brake lights are on. When they're not, they're not. This gate here goes to the pistons. And then I can't remember if I filled in anything else. It looks different than before, but it should still work, I hope. I'll put the controllers for the doors and stuff down here too. Which is only 2. And then connect the engine, seat, engine to the wheels, gas tank to the engine. Turn it up a bit. And then I'm going to go get the other 2 controllers so I can deal with the doors. I wonder, should I do like a dome light for when doors are open? If so, I can add it easily. I'll just tuck these up right here so that I have space to add more. And then, yeah. Here's my stuff. There. Bearing there, and 1 bearing there for the doors. Oh, of course. Passenger seat is over too far. Such a pain in the butt. Oh well. That goes there. And then I'll just redo this wheel really quick. Oh, mini heart attack. Okay. Okay, got the wheel back on. Make sure the steering is proper, yes. And if I had gas in it, it would drive, which I could... Ooh, I do have the... I forgot I had the back wheels on it already. I usually do the back end first, that's why. Or last. I can't think today. I hope this video is at least informative, if not mildly entertaining. I need gas. Make me some gas. Once the truck, the trailer is done, I'm going to make another craft bot and a couple other things and make a gas station. I have a plan for that because I've got tons of oil patches just over there, up the road a little bit, for unlimited oil. So if I go up, put a craft bot, a little fuel depot, I can have a vacuum constantly sucking oil up into a chest, and then whenever this chest is empty, just set this to make more. Like, set it to fill up the chest, or a bunch of chests, and then you're golden. But while that's making gas, let's finish the doors. It's nice, simple doors. Switch on the bottom so it can be reached. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just sit there for a second so you can see that. And then let's do this gate for that side, or controller, this controller for this side. Like so. Reverse that one, and set them to open the doors. Oops. Like so. Just quick 90 degrees. Alright, once I put the gas in the tank, I don't want to use all of the oil yet, but put that in. Leave this hole open so it's adjustable on the fly. All the wheels are turning the right direction, and there we go. Aside from the top of the sleeper, and then the 2 missing storage units that you can't even really tell at the moment, or storage chests I should say, it's basically done. Just needs paint, windows, and then a little bit of detail inside, because there is a duck that I'd like to put inside, and a table and stuff like I said. I just haven't got pictures of that updated yet. So I have 10 minutes. Let's get what little stuff I can get done. I would like to upgrade those more. I think it's only 4 each that I can do. And then I'm also going to this, just to kind of box in the wheel and stop any stray potatoes from hitting anything. Potatoes from baddies. Bad potatoes! And then if I decide I'm not worried about lag, I can bring this out more. Actually, why don't I bring this out by 1 more? That would make more sense. I'm gonna bring this wall out 1 more. Other than the spring being in the way. Go. And that'll give me even more space to do stuff under here. Which will be nice. Because they teased in the next update. Yeah, I'm just gonna attach this here for CD's sake. But they teased that in the next update there's going to be like a little generator where you spin the input and then it makes electricity. So I was thinking, once that comes out, if it really does, it can go down in here, tucked in the chassis, and then anytime I'm driving, it can be spinning and making power. But for now, I need to put on the lights. Oh, the cows are getting out. And it hasn't crashed since I let them out. So maybe that was a bit of a problem. Those 2 controllers are for the trailer, which I will have to unfortunately start in, hopefully complete in the next video. If I get time throughout the week, I'll do that so that next week we can actually start exploring. But if I switch back to a picture of just the front quickly. Okay. So we have turn signal and the headlights. I'm going to do it like that so that they're kind of flush against the outside. And then off camera, I'll probably get the bull bar done and whatnot, because I made an entire bumper that goes around here. Might have enough parts for it, I might not. I should put in the glass as well, but I think... yeah, the front suspension still needs to be a bit stiffer. Which means I'm going to run out of... I heard a noise. Run out of component kits soon. I need this glass. Glass, not the toilet paper. That inside. Component kits. Which I don't think I have anymore. Just those. So, hopefully that is enough to get the front to not be so squish. Because there's more weight being added. Uh-oh. I need one more. Side. 3 from the top and 3 from the top. Alright, so that should be what we need to get the truck going. I'm gonna grab some glass so I can put the glass in the windows. Hopefully I have enough. I can't... oh, you have to grind down stone to make glass, don't you? I can't remember if you can just get sand from the beach or not. So I might have to wait to put in the side windows and all that, but I'm at least putting in the windshield. I can. We have enough. Nope. Alright. I will do that off camera. You know what, I'll honestly just finish the rest of it off camera until, like, basically just put the bull bar on it, put in the glass, all that. I'll do that off camera because it's kind of just finishing touches that are really boring to watch. And to be honest, this whole thing was probably pretty boring. But this is the first big step to exploring. Because main resource-wise, I'm just using this around this area. The truck will have the truck, a trailer, and then maybe some other smaller vehicle. Maybe the cutter towed behind it, I'm not sure. But, yeah, either way, I'll finish it up in between episodes. Hopefully sometime throughout the week, if not next episode, will be the trailer. And then we'll head over to a warehouse to try and get some wedges, the 2 long ones, not the 45s. And then hopefully from there we can just explore and not need these guys. Another thing is the farm is almost done too. I just need a bunch of pistons and stuff for that, so I need to kill a bunch more robots. So I'll do that throughout the week too. But for now, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.